Hello folks, Armagedd's here. Going to be doing another Transformers video review. And today we're taking a look at Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Wheeljack. And let me go ahead and say I really love Wheeljack in general. Loved the Generation 1. This is a completely different character. Besides looks, in Transformers Prime, he is a completely different character. He is not a scientist. He is not a brainiac. He's not an inventor. He is a badass. He is in the Wrecker group. Probably Bulkhead's best friend in the show. You don't see him a whole lot, but when he comes in, you know him. He brings it. And I really like the character of Wheeljack in the show. I love his attitude. I love that they took Wheeljack in a different direction, made him much more of a fighter. Looking at the vehicle here, it's just, I want to say, when I first look at it, I think Lamborghini. I don't think that's, obviously I don't think that's what they were going for, but that's just what it reminds me of. It's a very nice sports car. Some pieces don't like to go together. My windshield here doesn't like to go together, but a lot of good detail in this car, and you just look at it and you get the sense of Wheeljack. You still got the red and the green and the white, just like Wheeljack was in the originals. Just an overall, a really good car. You got some good detail in here. He could do with a few more paint apps, but overall he is nice. I do like that they added tail lights back here. Not a whole lot of robot kibble down here. You see swords down here for storage. Really nice rim detail here. You don't see that a lot with some of the figures nowadays. I do like the silver rims. Very nice molded detail in there. Just an overall good looking car. He does come with his swords here, and if you've watched the show at all, this is what he uses. His in the show have a red handle, and I'm seriously considering painting mine. I don't know how well the camera is doesn't look like it's gonna get it up hardly at all, but right here at the base of the sword, there's actually some Cybertronian, what looks like Cybertronian symbols down there, which I love. I love that they took the time and added that. He does come with two swords. That's awesome. I love it. We'll get to those later in robot mode. Let's go ahead and transform him. He's a fairly simple transformation to robot. Getting him back to car mode though is a jumbled up mess. So I'm not gonna. Usually I'll do reverse transformations for deluxes. This guy I'm not. I really don't have the patience right now to deal with it. So let's go ahead and get him to robot mode. We want to start by getting this back bumper and lifting these arms up. All right. Going to unsnap the legs and rotate this piece around. Bring it all the way down and around, and level his foot out. Slide this portion with the wheel up and over. Slide it to the right. It's like this. Slide it over to the right, and straighten his foot out. Do that for this side as well. Go ahead and rotate this piece. Slide it up and over and rotate. And there's his legs done. Not too bad for there. For his center, you want to go ahead and compress his whole torso area up. It just kind of folds up, and there's a peg right here, and it goes into a peg just right down here above his waist. Not too bad. These little back ends back here, they just kind of fold back. Rotate his arms around, lift them up, and what you want to do is you grab the glass here, pull it down, and spin, and just push it back in. They just kind of peg back into place.